Hello, welcome. Let's solve this question together. A body of mass 2 kg is thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity of 2 meters per second. What will be the potential energy at the end of 2 seconds? Take g to be equals to 10 meters per second square. So let's solve this question together. First, we are going to write solution. So the first thing we have to do is to write out the data that we have been given from this question. So from the question we are given that the mass of the body is 2 kg. So mass is 2 kg. And then we have the initial velocity given as 20 meters per second. So initial velocity u is 20 meters per second. Then another thing we have been given is the time, which is 2 seconds. So time is 2 seconds. Then we are also given the value of g, which is 10 meters per second squared. So we are asked to find the potential energy. Now we know that the formula for potential energy is mass times acceleration due to gravity times height. So potential energy is mass times g times h. This is the formula for potential energy. So we have mass of 2 kg here, we have acceleration due to gravity here, but from these data now we don't have height. So we have to find a way of looking for the height before we can come and substitute into this formula. So now we have to find an equation that can help us to get what is the height using these data that we are given here. So we have to find a formula or an equation that can help us to get the height. So from the second equation of motion, we can be able to get the height. Now we know that the second equation of motion is given as S is equals to ut plus a half at squared. Now this is the equation of motion. But now one thing you need to know is that when we are talking about the motion of a body that is either vertical, either going up or going down, this value of S and A are going to change. When we talk about something that is thrown, the velocity of something that is thrown vertically up or maybe is falling down, the value of S is going to change. When something is going up, we are talking about height now. So S is going to become H, while U and T remain the same, plus they have this here now is going to become acceleration due to gravity, that is G, then times T squared. So when we are talking about the motion of a body that is falling vertically, either falling down or going up, this is how the equation is going to change and becomes. Alright, so now with this equation we can be able to find out what is height, because that is what is actually missing from the equation. So height, H now is going to become U. What is initial velocity from this data we have been given, which is 20. So we say 20 times T, and T is 2 seconds, so 20 times T plus 1 all over 2, and we know that G is 10 meters per second. Now one thing again you need to know is that when a body is falling downward, when something is falling downward, when we are talking about the motion of a body that is falling downward, the value of G is going to be positive plus, because the body is falling toward gravity. You know, gravity drag everything. When you throw something to come down because of gravity. So when something is falling down, the value of G is going to be positive. But when you throw something up, the value of G now is going to be negative, because that thing now is going against gravity. So as it's going against gravity, that's why it becomes negative. So this G is going to be negative because the body is going against gravity. So now, substituting it here now, we are going to have negative 10 times T, which is 2 to the power of 2 squared. So let's multiply it. So we'll have H is equal to 20 times 2 will give us 40, plus we'll have 1 all over 2 minus 10. 2 to the power of 4 is going to give us 2 to the power of 2 is 4. So we have H is equals to 40 plus, now we have 4 times minus 10 is going to give us minus 40. So minus 40 divided by 2 is going to give us minus 20. So what we'll have here is minus 20. So H will now be 40 minus 20 is going to give us 20 meters. So this is the height now that it takes for the body to fall to the ground or to go up as it was thrown vertically upward. So now we can substitute into this formula of potential energy and get what is our potential energy. So potential energy we say is M times G times H. So potential energy, so we know that the mass from the question we have been given is 2. So mass is 2, while the value of G is 10. At this point now you don't need to put the negative sign, you can just write the G as it is, which is 10. Then times the height, our height is 20. So potential energy is going to be 2 times 10, we know is 20, then 20 times 20 going to give us 400. And the unit of potential energy is joule. So this is the potential energy that we have been asked to find from this question, and that's how you'll be able to solve physics questions. So physics want you to think, okay? So you have to think out of the box in order to find solution to problems of this nature.